My next audio video is number 11. And before I start, let us remind ourselves of our clarion call that all white people in Palestine calling themselves Jews are in fact invaders, and they must leave. They must return to where they came from because they are not indigenous to that country. There is no way you can have white people indigenous among brown and black people. So let us remember to have it in our minds and to tweet it and to say it on social media that all invaders in Palestine must leave. Our message for today is titled, "What you fear is what you will draw to you." Again, this is a very relevant message. And I didn't schedule these messages myself. They were there always. But now that I'm addressing this topic of Palestine, these topics seem to be so relevant. So this one is titled, "What you fear is what you will draw to yourself." The description is that this means that our fears and negative thoughts can attract unwanted situations into our lives. The more we focus on our fears, the more we manifest them in our lives. This may seem like a daunting idea, but it's actually empowering. It means that we have the power to change our reality by changing our thoughts and beliefs. If we can shift our focus from our fears to our desires, we can manifest a more positive and fulfilling life. The first step in doing this is to become aware of our thoughts and feelings. We need to pay attention to the thoughts that are running through our minds and the emotions that we are experiencing. If we notice that we are feeling anxious or fearful, we need to ask ourselves why. What is that we are afraid of? Now, like I said, this is a very, very relevant topic. What are we afraid of? Of course, we are afraid of more deaths in Palestine. We are afraid of more children being killed, more women being killed, more hospitals being destroyed, more roads being destroyed, more bombing, people being starved, people suffering from lack of water. We are really afraid. And the Jews are very clever. They've made sure that those are the issues we focus on. And then we forget our main issue. Our main issue is that these people do not belong in Palestine. These people are invaders, and they must leave. That really should be what we should focus on. That these people are invaders, they don't belong in Palestine, and they must leave, go back to where they came from. All white people in Palestine claiming to be Jews are not Jews, and they must leave. Let us continue to use our hashtag invaders must leave Palestine. They have kept us so busy. They have made sure that we have one image after the other. And the mistake we are making, especially it's not a mistake, maybe we don't know, but hopefully we will get to know that we have been made to think of irrelevancies. They are actually very serious issues. I mean, people dying, people having their houses destroyed, people having their mosques, their schools, children being killed, people being murdered, people being shot all over, doctors being, it's actually a massacre. It's a genocide. It's unacceptable. Yes. But then what happens? We just become angry, very angry. And we wish we could just walk to Palestine and eject these people, which is impossible. But there is a power that we are forgetting. We are forgetting that we have a mind, and our mind is so powerful. Our mind is the mind of God. Our mind can be directed to do whatever it is we want. If enough of us agree and think the same thing, we can start affecting things in the physical world. And therefore, my call to you and all those is that we must just think of one thing, that the people in Israel calling themselves Jews are not Palestinians. They must leave. Those white people must leave Palestine. And really, that is the only problem. If those people left, there wouldn't be any more war. There would be no fighting in Palestine. So let us focus on the core issue, that these invaders do not belong there and they should leave. They should go back to their countries. They should find new places where they will be accepted, especially by their fellow white people. They have many friends all over the world. They can go back. We must not make the same mistake that Mandela made. Mandela made a mistake by allowing so many white people to remain and to own land in South Africa. South Africa will really never enjoy peace. No, it will never. Not the same way the Indians. The Indians have their own issues, but at least there are no white people there, not in numbers enough to cause a problem. So Palestine must not have anyone who calls himself a Jew. In fact, the people who are or could be classified as Jews would not call themselves Jews. At the time, before the 1800s, the term Jew was never used. Yeah? There's no tribe in Israel called Jews. There were 12 tribes in Israel. None of them was Jews. Jews are followers of Judaism. Judaism is a religion. 90-something% of those followers are white. They don't belong in Palestine. They must leave. So if we focus on that key issue, because that is the only really key issue, that the white people in Palestine calling themselves Jews don't belong, they must leave. And therefore our topic today is, what you fear is what you will draw to yourself. We are just full of fear and anger. And yet we could have a positive request to our minds, to our common mind, that all white people in Palestine calling themselves Jews leave. That is a positive message. They leave. We focus on that they will leave. They will leave. They must leave. In any case, they have started leaving. They have realized that the bombs, the dome can't protect them for long. In fact, if the Americans don't supply them with weapons soon, that Iron Dome will not stop the missiles from whichever side. They were promised action in 1,000 bites. 1,000 bites means it will be a slow and painful punishment that will make sure that they all leave anyway. So it is high time they started leaving, like they left 2 days ago. 30,000 of them left in one day, the highest since October 7. Let them continue living if they want peace, because they'll never find peace in Palestine, no matter what, no matter how long. In any case, this is not going to take longer. The universe is desperate to get rid of this issue. So these people must leave. They must leave now.